Okay. So, welcome to all of you. I, on behalf of Readers Club International Secretary Mr. Subramanian Shekhar Bhattacharjee, welcome to our Series 5 International Webinar on use of social media in library network and services, practices, measures, and challenges. So, today is our speaker, Mr. Prahlad Yadav, Associate Director, Kaitan and Company, Nadika Ratnababu, Senior Lecturer, University of Kelaniya, Sri Lanka, Dr. Banani Rai Chaudhary, Assistant Professor, Netaji Subhash Open University, Kolkata, and one of the advisor of Readers Club International, Mr. Sanjeev Dev, editor of Northeast Color. So welcome to all. Okay. Now sir starts. Prahlad sir.
Yes, thank you so much.
Prahlad sir. Audible.
Yes, I'm
Yes, sir.
audible.
Mr.
I'm
Prahlad
audible.
Yadav. Yes, sir. Yes. Mr. Prahlad
Thank
Yadav,
you.
Associate Director, Kaitan and Company. His credit many awards like Kaitan and Company Professional Development and Branding Award 2019-20, Gratitude Award 2019 initiated by Subtech Solution Services Pune, Sri Sukhdev Singh Award 2016 at Gandhi Peace Foundation New Delhi, Lifetime Achievement Award 2016 by ABS Sanstha, and Special Work Award 2017 Education and Library by Kaladi Samaj Yuvak Sansthan Pune. So, Mr. Prahlad Yadav, our inaugural speaker, please start, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bhattacharya ji. I am audible.
Yes, sir. Audible.
Thank you so much. I am going to share my screen now.
Yes, sir.
My screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Can anyone confirm my PPT is visible?
Yes, sir. Yes. Visible, totally visible, sir.
Okay,
Please,
sir. First of all, thank you so much, Readers Club International, a public library network. And thank you, my dear friend Bhattacharya ji, for inviting me as a resource person for this webinar. Definitely, today we are going to talk on social media, which is related to not each one of us. It is related to young gun, which is related to the all age people. Even my family person, even my children know what is the YouTube, what is the Facebook, what is the TikTok, which is banned now. So today we are going to talk on this social media, the topic which is be a very catchy, which is to be very innovative in terms of services, in terms of marketing. It is very innovative. So what we are going to talk in this session, the title it's already mentioned in the presentation, that is social media living in the linked world. Yes, what I want to say that we are in the living in a linked world. Everything is connected. Yes, my Facebook account is connected, my LinkedIn account is connected, my Gmail is connected. Suppose if I want to change my phone, then I automatically can get my all contacts due to Gmail integration in my phone. So this is called a link world. So with that, keeping in this mind, I want to say you something on the designing of user-oriented library services and marketing strategy with the help of social media. So in actually, if you talk very seriously, but I want to talk in a very easy and smooth way. What is social media in a funny way? Twitter, I am eating a donut. Facebook, I like donuts. Foursquare, this is where I eat donuts. Instagram, here is a vintage photo of my donut. YouTube, here I am eating a donut. LinkedIn, my skills include donut eating. Wow. Pinterest, here's a donut recipe. Last FM, now listening to donuts. And then on the G plus, I'm a Google employer who eats donuts. So this is the way, if you think in a funny way, this is the way the social media works on us. So social media is not jump from the sky. They have a birth. So how social media birth, how the social media born, that is really important. So I want to highlight that part in my next slide. So I will just take you from the web 1.10 to web 4.0. Yes, my dear friend, web started with 1.40 or 1.0. Now we are in the 5.0. But I had mentioned here about till 4.0 because still 5.0 is not developed that much. So in 1.0, information web learning leading, it is only saying that it is a static information. It means what? It is only one way. But when Web 2.0 got the birth, that means social web got the birth. Yes, that means collaborative. That means web learning. That means read and write communication possible. That means billions of users are connected, greater interactivity, blogs, wikis, etc., and the sharing content. So this is the place where social media born. It means what? Web 2.0 is the place where social media born. Why I am talking about the web? Because web is categorized into three parts. Exactly, web is categorized into three parts. That is called surface web, deep web, and dark web. Friends, whenever you're searching on the Google and you're getting millions of hit, friends, it means it is only 5%. It means you're only searching 5%. So where is the 95%? My dear friends, deep web, when you search and when the firewall stops you, please give me the login details, then only I will allow you to go inside. That is called deep web. So friends, 92% of the information is available on the deep web. The remaining 3% is available on the dark web, which is used by for the criminal activities, which is used by the high strategy for the defense activity. So if normal people like you and me, we never go for the dark web, but definitely we are floating in deep and surface web. So web 2.0 is really important, where the social media, social web is got the birth. And web 3.0, that is semantic web, personalized web, and web 4.0, that is intelligent web. Even with the help of AI, we can get a lot of services. So that is called the way web 1.0 had grown up to web 4.0. So what is web 2.0? In short, read and write web, which is known as web 2.0. Yes, web 2.0 is at the second stage of the generation of world wide web. It is also known as social web. Yes, it is also known as social web. Why? Users were able to not only read website but also interact and connect with other users. All social media such as blog, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter are emerged in Web 2.0, and they realize the strength of community interaction with business website. So this is the Web 2.0 born. So in short, read and write web, which is known as Web 2.0. So Web 2.0 you can do with the links, you can do with the virtual community, you can do with the weblogs, you can do with the video sharing, you can do with the wikis, you can do with the content sharing, audio sharing possible, then participation, networking, creativity. So all things are possible in Web 2.0. So people were able to what? Three important things. What are they? People were able to do what? Three important things in Web 2.0. What are they? Collaborate on ideas. They can collaborate. Then they can share the information. And the last and important thing, they can generate the information that was available to whole world. So Web 2.0 was present from the year 2002 till 2010, and now it is Web 4.3.0, 4.0, and 5.0. There are three critical functions of the Web 2.0. What are they? Functionality. They are interacted with the social networks, media sharing, user participation. Then there are technology upgrades. Yes, apps, Ajax, RSS can be updated easily. Design platform, trendy, glossy styles, you can design on your own. So that is a Web 2.0. It is really important. Web 2.0 will give you a hand to you, with you, to your users to interact. So in short, I would like to mention a definition. So what defines Web 2.0 is the fact that the material on it is generated by the users, generally call it as consumers rather than the producer of the system. Thus, those who operate Web 2.0 can be called as prosumer because they simultaneously produce what they consume, such as interaction on the Facebook and the entries on the Wikipedia. This is defined quoted by George Ritzer. So according to him, whatever who are consuming the Web 2.0, they are the consumer. Why? Because they are not only consuming, they are also creating, producing the information. That's why they are called as a consumer. So when we talked about social media, when we talked about Web 2.0, Web 3.0, that means you must have some skills. So skills play a very important role, my dear friends. Why we are talking about the social media, why we are not concentrating on the traditional librarian, because the things are changing, and that's why we want some 21st century skills. So one of the skills which I want to recommend is social media interaction skills you need. Yes, it should be present in the librarian profile, that he or she should be very good in social media interaction. The another reason why we are talking about the web 2.0, that is be or what is that? It is full form of bring your own device. We had allowed our users to get their own device. In most of the Western countries, in the university, in the institutes, they are allowed. Now in the India, it has already started the practice. Even our institutes or governments are allowing our users to get their own device at our library to use it. So this is the condition, this is the real condition. That's why we have to think about the Web 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0. That is the real need. And why earlier we are not requiring? Because the situation is that earlier users are coming to the library. Now it is changing. Yes, my dear friend, when I was studying my graduation in 1999, most of the time I was in the library. When I was studying my BLib and MLib master degree in 2003-4, even I was there in my library. So now the situation has changed. It is not only for academic, even corporate library doesn't have the users. We have to reach. We have to reach to them. It means what? The changing situation. Yes, my dear friend, the situation has changed. So how the situation is changed? See the change. The lady got the books for the rural part of India with the tempo traveler. My ex railway minister, education minister Vinod Taude, he has get mobile library started. Then there is a mobile library concept. So that's why there is a mini library concept. That's why there is a society library. That is a local library. So changing situation. Everyone want instant access, nearby access. So changing situations, creating us to upgrade our skills, because the users are now confused. On the one hand they had books, on the other hand they had a multi-talented weapon that is called smartphone. Yes, user is confused. On the one hand they had all these books, and on the other hand smartphones. So what should they use? So we have to act according to the users. We should never depend on our skills. We have to act according to our users skills, our users demand. So now library are reaching to the users. Yes, my dear friend, we are earlier waiting for the users that they will come to the library, but now the situation has changed. Now we are reaching to the users. We are reaching to the users that see this is the library, this is offers use, this is the online resources, this is the e-resources, so you can access it. And all these things how can possible? Due to only technology? No, my dear friend, it is the combination of technology plus human plus skills. So we have to be skill based, we have to upgrade. So how we can change this scenario, how we can reach to the users? Yes, tell me how I can connect to my users with my resources. Very easy and very steady, with the help of what? With the help of social media. Yes, with the help of social media, you can reach to your user at 24/7 at every corner of your society, every corner of your city, every corner of your nation. Yes, with the help of social media. But you have to be very careful before using social media, because there is lot of challenges, lot of critical examination is there. You have to be very critical in terms of usage of the social media. So what do you think? ये वेब 2.0 से पहले सोशल मीडिया नहीं था? माय डियर फ्रेंड, था. सोशल मीडिया वाज देयर बिफोर 2.0. What are they? See, this is the funny part. Yes, people are gossiping, talking to each other in the ear. That is chugli lagana. Yes, social media tha before also, but it was not systematically organized. It was not systematically got the approval. But now the world had changed and the social media is accepted. So social media earlier part, we had a phone, that means we are connected. Then we had a diary, that means we had a connected. Then we had a Instagram photo frame, it means Instagram. Then we had a paper book, that means WordPress. Then we had a Facebook, meaning we write down the name, phone number, everything on there, birth date, like that. So even before social media web 2.0, there was a, earlier I know my wife's number very by heart, but nowadays it is really difficult. If I want to contact my wifey, so I have to not dialing, I am searching her name. So this is the situation. It has changed. It has changed us, our habit, our skills has changed due to introduction of web 2.0 and social media. So what is social media in short? What is social media in short? My dear friends, social media in recent times has become a synonym with social networking. Sites such as Facebook, microblogging, sites such as Twitter. However, very broadly, social media can be defined as web or mobile-based platform that enables an individual or agency to communicate to interactively and enables exchange of user-generated content. It means it is social media in recent times can be used as a social networking. Yes, the tools are used Facebook, Twitter, etc. In short, it can be defined as web or mobile-based platform. Yes, and that enables individual or agency to communicate interactively or to exchange of user-generated content. So, in short, social media, different forms of electronic communications through which users can create online communities to exchange of what? Information, ideas, messages, and other content such as videos or music. So, in short, when we are using any electronic communication for communicating information, ideas, messages, and other content such as videos or music. So why I am concentrating on the social media in the library and information science webinar? Because it has lot of power. Yes, my dear friend, it will I will show you how it has lot of power. See this Ranu Mandal, she got famous, she got famous within a span of time. Yes, within a very less span of time she got famous. The another one is dancing uncle Sanjeev Srivastava. His dancing style is just like Govinda. So why they are famous? Because of social media. They got popular on the social media, and celebrities they know now this is the person who is popular due to the social media. So my dear friends, we have to use such platform for the betterment of the library, for the betterment of the library services, and for the betterment of the library users. Even I want to show you how it is powerful. See, this barber had created a library, a tiny library in his shop, and he had posted on the social media. Now he is getting lot of visitors, not only for cutting, not only for shaving, but at the simultaneously, if they are waiting for their turn, they read the book. So this is the power of the social media. If you want to show something to your community, you can use. If you want to show to some, if you want to reach to your community, you can use such type of media platform, social media platform. So if we are talking about the social media, then what are the important characteristics in the social media? What are they? My dear friends, it is the three important characteristics. One is connectedness. Yes, it should be connected. The second one is community. We should know, we should mention what type of community we are connected, which type of community peoples we are connected. So that is really important. We have to check. So whenever you are talking about the social media, these three characteristics should be there: connectedness, community, and the third one is collaborative. Collaborate. It should be a collaborate activities. Yes, many times the colleges which granted the fund, they collaborate their work with the other top university. So with the help of social media, you can utilize such type of platform for the betterment of the library, for the betterment of the library services. So what are the core values of social media? What are they, my dear friends? The core value as a professional for using social media. If you are a professional and using a social media, then there should be some core value defined. What are they? Identity. Yes, you have to be authoritative. You should know who is the authority person. Relevance. You should know how I can rely on that. Professionalism. Whenever you are sharing for your institute, it should be very professionalism. Openness. Don't hide. If you want to share, you should share for complete and full coverage. Compliance. You have to follow compliance. And the privacy. And what? Privacy. So these are the core value as a professional for using social media in your profession. So why we need social media? Is it really required? I'm not sure. Is it really required? Yes. To enhance outreach, to reach to the your users, it is required. To have a real-time engagement at 24/7 by 24/7, if you want to connect to your user, social media will help you. Then individual interaction is possible. Yes, in that case also social media help you. Then managing perception. Yes, if you are managing perception, that time also social media important. So this is the need. Earlier it was not required that much, but now the users had changed. The contents format had changed. The library services are changed. Even the skills of librarian had changed. So we need social media. We need social media, right? So what are the challenges? If you need social media, then what are the challenges if you have to face when you are using social media? The first and important challenge, that is why to use social media. Why? Because the users have changed. Because the times say that you have to be innovative. Because the content format has changed. Then which platform? Okay, I'm going to use social media, but which platform? My dear friends, according to your convenience, you can choose the platform. There are multi-platform available. According to your requirement, according to your need, you can choose. Then who will engage? Your own users, your teaching faculty, your stakeholders will engage there. Then how to engage? Communication, interactions, updations, regularly updates should be there. Then only you will get into that engagement. So going ahead, what are the metrics for the new age library? Social media metrics for the new age library. There are four common, and what are they? Awareness, engagement, conversion, and user consumer. These are the four metrics. So whenever you are going for the social media policy for the new library or for any library, these four metrics should be considered: awareness, engagement, conversation, user or consumer. So how this social media is categorized, that is really important. I had already told you social media is born from the web 2.0. So social media categorized into two types. One is social media platform, another one is social media tool. So platform is what? Type of software or technology that allow users to build or interact, integrate, or facilitate a community to interactions among users and user generated content. It means a software or technology where users can build, communicate, interact among the users, and they can share or take user generated content. So this is called social media platform. Then what are the tools? It enables users to communicate with each other. For example, any one tool, Facebook, Twitter, social media, they are the social media tools. So what are the platforms? Social media, social networking is an online service that enables its users to create virtual networks with like-minded people akin to I am talking about the social media platform. In that, first one is social networking. It has an online service that enable its users to create virtual network, like-minded people in real life. It often offers the facilities such as chat, instant messaging, photo sharing, updates, etc. Currently, social networking sites are the most prominent version of social media. So the next platform, what is that? Blog. Yes, the another platform which I want to mention here, blog, a descriptive content pages created and maintained by the individual users, make content, text, photos and links to other websites. The main interactive feature of blog is ability of reader to leave comments and comment trail can be followed. So even in my library, in your library, you can start your library blog. Even as a professional librarian, as a corporate librarian, as an academic librarian, you can start your own blog. So such type of tools, such type of platform is available for us in terms of professional use. So the next platform, microblogs, are similar to blogs with a typical restriction of 140 characters. Yes, I'm talking about the Twitter. Earlier it was a restriction, but if I'm not wrong, now they had removed that restriction. So microblogs now they are open for blogging also. So in that sense, now this is outdated. But just to give you the platform which social media use, I just highlighted here. The another platform which I want to highlight here, video blogs and vlogs. What are they? If I'm a tourist, many times if I'm travel, so I will create my video blog. Yes, I'm a very big fan of traveling. So I went to the West Bengal. I shoot lot of videos and I will put all that videos on the social media with the help of video blogs or vlogs. So my the followers can get that content, take that, even I can upload that videos on the YouTube in a largest video sharing site. So this is the way the sharing is possible because of social media platform. Another and very important platform, that is Wiki. It is a collaborative website that allows multiple users to create and update pages on particular interlinked subject. While single page is referred as a wiki page, the entire related content on that topic is called a wiki. Wikipedia. Wikipedia is the powering site of this type of platform. Yes. But my suggestion is that whenever you are going to use something from the Wikipedia, you have to be double sure because multiple users can update that topic. So you have to be double sure whether that information, whether that data, whether that knowledge is proper or not, whether that knowledge is validate or not. So you have to be, as a librarian, you have to be very particular in terms of collecting information from the social media platform. So now we have discussed all the media platforms, social media platforms. So what are the tools, my dear friends? The tools I want to highlight in this session, they are Facebook page, they are LinkedIn page, they are alliance forums, then blogs, website, WhatsApp, Telegram, app, QR code. So this type of tools can be used in the social media platform. See, it is up to you. If you are comfortable with Facebook, you use Facebook. If you are comfortable with blog, you can use blog. It is up to you, up to your requirement, up to your skills, you can use. So we will check one by one. See, I had created a Facebook account. So most of the times, if I do something, if I carried out one workshop, webinar, or if I want to post something, so I'll post it on the Facebook with proper, no doubt there is my personal message also and professional message also, because a lot of my professional friends are connected through the Facebook. So I am using Facebook as a professional. I am using Facebook to update anything which is related to LS to my professional friend. So I am using, because I am working in a corporate, so they are not allowing me to create a library Facebook page. So that's why I am creating my own Facebook page. You as a librarian, you can create your own, as a librarian page you can create. As an institute, you can create your Facebook page for your institute. The next tool, LinkedIn page. Yes, many of the time, LinkedIn is a very good network for connecting to the profession, and it is really helpful to build our community in terms of our discipline. So I am very active on the LinkedIn page also. Many time I get good post from the LinkedIn. So from that I read out the related post and I am getting good knowledge from there. Even on most of the time, if there is something new from my side, I also share on the LinkedIn page. Then Alas social forum. Yes, there are any number of social forums which is created with the help of Yahoo, Google, or any other platform. They had continues providing update to us. So I am here because of this LS Social Forum, and I would like to thank Dr. Sandeep Bhausar, who was my batchmate at the MLib, and he had introduced me all different LS forum at the time of my master's degree. So due to that, I got good popularity in terms of LS, and now I'm continuously taking sessions. I got identity from that platform. So I'm really thankful to all this LS social forum. Because of them, I got the identity. Right? Then, as I already told, I post many times new content to my Alias friend. So I had created my own blog, that is for your information, at the rate Librarian, which is open for each and everyone, teaching, non-teaching, librarian, students. They are my followers, and they are continue keeping a tab on this blog to get update in the field of domain of knowledge, research, library science. Another important tool which you can use, yes, for example, ls WhatsApp, yeah, WhatsApp, yes. See, just last week we had conducted advanced IT skills workshop, so we had created a group in the WhatsApp. So this is the way you can use tools in an innovative way for your library users, for your library services, for your library activities. And I am using in my profession all these such type of tools. And if you talked about again, WhatsApp is not Indian, then even now you can use the Telegram, which is Indian, and you can use very easily. So I'm also on the LinkedIn Telegram. Even I'm using Telegram for my professional, for my personal, just like WhatsApp. So my dear friend, it is a request to you, according to your requirement, according to your need, according to your skills. You choose the tool and use it for your library activities, for your library users. The another tools which I want to highlight here, app. Yes, it is also very good, innovative concept where you can be connected to your users at 24/7. And nowadays it is very easy for us to create the app. There is lot of YouTube creator videos are there how you can create your own app. Even there are short-term courses are there in the domain that where you can learn and you can create your own library app. So this is also a really innovative social media tool. As I already told, we have to reach to the user. So QR code can play an important role in that. QR code means quick response code. That code technology is just like the broadcode technology. QR codes are mainly used by libraries. Nowadays, QR code technology is widely used by many libraries for using quickly access to their services. So QR code is an tool between users and the e-resources. And even I am using for my library purpose as a librarian, as a techno-savvy librarian, you can use such type of tools in your library. So I had already told you that the power is very high. That the power is very high. So I will highlight you. Yes, the Jalna man gives a Jalna school a library with the help of, he had just posted a message on the WhatsApp on a social media where he want to create a library for the Jilla Parishad school, and within a short span of time he got a good donation of books, and he had created a very beautiful library for a Jilla Parishad school. So this is the power of social media. This is the power of social media. See, for every coin, there is a two sides. One is head, one is tail. So definitely, book library are hit by social media. Yes, I agree with you. Yes, I agree with you. That is the every coin. There is a two side of the coin. We have to be think positive plus negative. So due to social media, definitely our book libraries are got hidden, and we have to take care of that. Even nowadays, teens are texting and using social media instead of reading books. Yes, they are only on the swiping. They are only on the swiping. They are not reading, but they are swiping. So this is the second side of the social media. We have to consider this part also, because if you are taking anything seriously in your domain, then you have to check plus and minus point of that innovative approach. Then only you can sustain, then only you can continue with that approach. So in some cases there is a requirement of the rehab also. Yes, due to small kids, they are using very much on the social media. They are totally active on the social media. So sometimes it is really required. They had asked to go for a rehabilitation. So this is the negative part of the social media, and we have to be very useful. So in terms of usage, whenever you are using social media for your library, think plus and minus point. So where I can use social media in my library to share library events, yes. To share the event pictures, yes. Share about library service, very much yes. Highlight library collection, definitely. Share other posts, why not? If it is really knowledgeable, I will share. Then I can invite followers, yes. Share other community news. If it is related to your teaching domain, you are as a librarian, but it is a teaching domain is related, you can post that also. Then artwork from the library, topic for a hyperlocal interest, provide reference advisory, yes. Then work life behind the scenes, then focus engagement, user profile, live streaming. So in such scenario, a social media can be used in the library, and which is really important for each one of us. We have to use. So what are the skills if you want to use the social media in the library? What are the skills is required as a librarian? My dear friend, you require there are a couple of skills which is very much required. And what are they? The one and important skills, not only for social media, in every domain, to have a good competition, to have a healthy competition, you should have a communication skills, writing skills, creativity. In social media, you should be very creative. Then efficiency, then you should know what is your users, what they want, then making connections, then data analysis, yes, then agility. So this is the way, this is the skills which a librarian should have when he thinks about incorporating social media policy in the library. So anytime if you are using social media, you have to be very careful. You should know what are the hygiene which is very much needed for the allied professionals. Yes, if I'm going to use social media, what type of precautions I have to take care? What type of precautions? Clean up, clean up your digital past, lock down privacy and security setting. Never you reuse passwords. Avoid sharing very personal information. Think before you post. Then all these things are can be considered as a social media hygiene. So definitely I would request, whenever you think before you share, you have to think whether it is true, whether it is helpful, whether it is impairing, it is necessary, or is it kind. So these things, it is really important. So anytime if you're going to share anything on the social media from your institute point of view or from your own on behalf of your own, then you should know, is it true, is it helpful, is it impairing, is it necessary, is it kind. So this is the kan mantra for everyone. So what are the legal framework for everything? There should be legal boundary. So what are the legal framework for the social media? Social media law is regulated by the Information Technology Act, which was enacted in the year 2000 to regulate, control, and deal with the issue arising of the IT. Right? So what are the do's and don'ts in the social media? Do not like or share seemingly offensive comments. Do not make offensive comments. Yes, don't like offensive comment. Do not make offensive comment. Do not share or share offensive material. Is related, if something is offensive, do not share, like, or share. Okay. Then do not share any link with the porn site. Be careful on that. Do not post copyright material whenever, anywhere, as it may be in violation of the copyright. If something is the copyrighted material, then do not post on the social media. Otherwise, that owner, the copyright owner, can take you in the court. So what is the social media law in India? What are the social media law? How it is regulated? My dear friend, social media law, section 66A was added to the Act via an amendment in 2008. Section 66A, punishment for sending offensive message through communication service, etc. The original section 66 of the IT Act was only limited to hacking. So it was only limited to hacking. That's why they had introduced section 66A. So if someone sending some offensive message, offensive comments, then they can be punishable. Then they can be punishable. So if you are talked about the law, if you are talked about the core principle, if you are talking about the need, so is there a difference between the digital marketing and social media marketing? Yes, my dear friend, there is a vast difference between the digital marketing and social media marketing. Within a short span time, I will just highlight you what are they. So digital marketing, it can be online or offline. Website, search engine, paper, content, email, affiliate, mobile, video, or email marketing or social media marketing. These are, it means what? Social media marketing is a part of digital marketing. Digital marketing is a broad umbrella in that social media. In offline, if you're talking about the digital media, TV, SMS, radio, billboard. So these are the digital marketing. So what is social media marketing? It is the use of social media platform to connect with your audience, to build your what? Brand, to increase your usage, to drive website traffic. This involves publishing great content on your social media profiles, listening to and engaging your followers, analyzing your results, and running social media advertisement. The major social media platform at the moment are Facebook, Insta, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, YouTube, and Snapchat. So what type of activity? So before you are going to the social media marketing, what type of activities? Create and share, post text and image updates, making and posting videos. These are the activities involved in social media marketing. Audience engagement, paid social media advertisement, targeting your audience, targeting your audience, joining group for more engagement, networking, tracking competitor social media strategy, and engagement using polls, question answer, etc. So this such type of activities are generally carried out in social media marketing. This type of activities are carried out in social media marketing. So my dear friends, all such type of precautions and activities you can carry it out in the social media activities, right? So social media promotion activities, yes. For promotion, there may be three type of promotion: pre, during, and post. Pre means before the event. During means during the time of the event, and post means the success of the event. Pre means promotion of your activity event. During means this is going on, it is on, please join us. And the post is the success of that event. So in that way, you have to promote your activities, your library activities, your library service. Then only you will be able to succeed in social media marketing. Otherwise, it is really difficult. So promotion is one of the important criteria for social media marketing. So before going ahead, you have to divert. Yes, promotion had completed. Now you have to divert your user visitors into your library users. See, whenever I am posting something on my Facebook, LinkedIn, what I do, I just give the title of that posting with short description. And if the visitor is interested, then he may go to the link of my blog. It means what? I am attracting visitor to become my blog user. In that way, you have to work. You have to attract your visitors of your library, attract them as a library user. So this type of activities you can carry it out in the library for promoting your activities, for promoting your services, for promoting your library. So even yes, happy library users, you can use if users from your library is very much happy, take the feedback, ask him to give mouth publicity, ask him to share his experience with other colleagues. So this is the way promotion, diverting, such type of activities combinedly called as social media activities for the promotion of library marketing. Even ALA had come up with a social media guideline for public and academic library. American Library Association had come up with a guideline for public and academic library, and it is available on the web. I had already given a link here. Even you can go and check what type of precaution, what type of policy you'll require when you're adopting social media policy for your library. So, my dear friends, our own PM, Shri Narendra Modi ji, had insisted us we have to become Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. So, if I am talking about the social media, there may be some apps which is developed by the Indian. So, I would request there is one app is called Elements, the social networking platform. You can use for your marketing, for your library purpose. Why? Because we have to be Atmanirbhar now. So that's why I just suggested you. It is up to you. If you are comfortable, then only you can use. Otherwise, you can't use. It is up to your requirement. It is up to your need. If you think, then only use. So it is my kind request. If it possible, please use our own application, our own platform for promoting your activities. The last and important thing what I want to mention here, that is, do you need a social media disclaimer? Yes, my dear friend, it is very much required. So whenever you're creating any social media marketing activities proper policy, you have to put a social media disclaimer, because it will take your liability from your shoulder to another. So please put for everything a social media disclaimer on your library website. Fun fact, just take it as a fun. Nearly 32% of the people aged 18 to 24 use social media networking in the bathroom. This is the fact. This is the fact. This is the real fact. This is the real fact. How social media is using by the young guns. So it is really difficult. It is really difficult to attract the users from only social media. So it should be with the help of, it should be with the help of your own activities. So at last, I would like to thank you. At last, I would like to thank you, Dr. Bhaskar Roy Brahman, President of the Readers Club of International, then Harishankar Chakravarti, Vice President of Readers Club International, and Mr. Bhattacharya ji, Secretary Readers Club International, and all the participants for their patience hearing. Thank you so much, Mr. Bhattacharya ji, and other resource person for their time and patience. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your enriching presentation. Really very useful for us and all and others library professionals. So many thanks. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome,
Thank
sir.
you so much, sir. Palak, sir.
Thank you so much, and welcome, sir, for
Thank
you.
Hello. Now welcome to Mr. Nadika Ratnavaru. She is a senior lecturer in Chartered Librarian Department of Library Information Science, University of Kerala, Sri Lanka. University coordinator course on library automation, Sola, and Sola Interlibrary Association. Coordinator of Library Development Project, University of Kelania, Sri Lanka. So, welcome to our Series 5 International Webinar on use of social media in library network and services, practices, measures, and challenges. So, madam, welcome.
Thank you, Secretary. Can I share my screen? Can you please give me your permission to share my screen? So it is unable to share my screen. It's appearing on the screen and I'm unable to share my screen. Can you please help me? Hello. Sorry for the inconvenience case. Hello. Good afternoon, you all. I hope you all are doing good and enjoying your library services as usual. Prior to move with the presentation, let me give a chance to convey my gratitude to the Readers Club International to given me this esteemed opportunity to participate as a resource person of this international webinar. Please accept my gratitude and the respect. I kindly invite you all to join with my presentation. My title is today, Use of Social Media as a Tool for Sharing Library Services. So this is an overview. Since Mr. Jadev gave a broad description about the social media, I will keep my attention to some matters regarding to the library and information science. Before that, let us remind the key concept of the libraries. I think we all are aware about what is the library and what are the library services that the libraries are conducting. As all aware, library is a place set apart to contain books, periodicals, and other materials. For what? It's for reading, viewing, listening, studying, or referencing, and it is located as a room, a set of rooms or building. So readers can read or borrow the library resources from the library. At present, libraries are providing different services for their users, such as lending and reference services, interlibrary loan and documentation services, current awareness services, so users education services, reader advisory services, photocopy services, as like that. But currently we are living in the technological based society. So needless to say that the digital natives are engaging as our users today. So technology is rapidly changing the handling of information. Therefore, it is our responsibility to give technology-enriched user-centered services for them. So that, as Mr. Jadev explained in his slide, we need to aware about the Library 2.0, Library 4.0, and the Web 2.0 and the Web 4.0 concepts very well. So, before moving to the information further, I would like to give a little introduction about the social media and the social networks. So many people view the term social media and social networking as interchangeable. So UC expert Paul Macmillan offers his definition of the two terms of advice on their proper use. So according to his definition, essentially, social media a platform for broadcasting information, whereas social networking is a platform for communicating with one another. Social media is a communication channel, whereas in social networking, the communication has two-way network. So in this slide, you can clearly see that what are the difference between social media and social networking. Social media always creating one-way communication, while social networking is presenting two-way communication. And the social media can target specific audiences. However, it is not directly engaging individual conservations. But the social networking, it allows user to specify target individuals by directly engaging in communication. So these kind of difference are in we can clearly see in the social media as well as social networking. So you can clearly understand about the social network and social media and the social networks. So one question I have to ask from you all. Are you accepting social media as a tool for sharing library services? I know that majority of your answer is yes. We see that how libraries can use social media as a tool for library services. So, did you remember how your life before social media was? When you live without before social media, the people access internet to check email or chat. So they just only have that kind of requirement. But life after social media, people access internet to share activities, not for the with including chat and all, but the share activities. In life before social media, friends call to wish on your birthday, but they just given a call to wish for you. But life after social media, they wish on the Facebook wall. So these kind of differences between social media and the life before social media and the life before after social media, we can see. So this is the simple definition of the social media. Social media means designed to allow people to share content. So what are the contents? It may be some video, audio, or this kind of contents are available, but these contents are quickly and efficiently and real time sharing with the users. So this is the very important thing. So prior to that, so we are unable to, when we are in the traditional library, we are unable to share information in real time sometimes. And there are so many barriers. You can see that the service of the social media is very quick, efficient, and in real time. So according to the Webster Dictionary, it indicates that the form of electronic communication, it may be website or social networking or microblogging, through which users create online communities to share information, ideas, personal message, and other content, such as video and audio. So these things are including in the social media context. And this slide show you too what are the most used social platform in January 2020. So no doubt, Facebook is the first class used social media in the world, when YouTube became a second. Apart these social medias, you can there are different type of social media that we are using at present, just like a LinkedIn, Pinterest, and social SlideShare, Google Plus, MySpace, and like that. These kind of social medias are using in the world, but the Facebook is the most popular social media in the world when in the 2020. So this is show the overview of social media users in Asia Pacific region in January 2020. So 50% of users are using social media in this region. Again, I have question. Do you have ability to use social media for libraries? How we can say no? You can use these social media because this data indicated that the majority of people and half of the population are using social media for their activities. So why people think that social media is a very interactive tool? Why social media became very interactive with the people? As we aware, it's a user base, because we know that some tools are always generated to some customer as a customer oriented. So this social media also based on this user-based services interface, and it's very interactive. Interactive means we can see many videos and audios and so many things and pictures and like that. So therefore, the users are very eager to use this kind of medias for their information needs, and it's a community driven, and the many people are gathering around the social media. So that is the important thing, that we can share the information with the community very easy. And another one is a relationship, and it is very easy to make a relationship with the social media, and we can share some as an example, if one user in the library, they can create a social media group with their friends. So and this relationship is important to share their ideas, thoughts, and something like that. Therefore, the relationships is very interactive point in this scenario. And emotion over content. So we know that in the Facebook, we are sending many more emotions for our friends. It may be a like, it may be a agree or disagree or like, angry or something like that. So therefore, the social media is very interactive media in the modern world. So these are the other notable features revealed in the literature. It has simple interface, real-time updates, user-centric social interface, simple usable forms, and these kind of information are available regarding the interactive social media. So, so this slide, you can see that this chart of the dates means that there are top 10 reasons why social media is using globally. Here you can say to stay in touch with what my friends are doing. So this is 42% people are stay in touch with what their friends are doing. So they are aware in this information. And the next, to stay up to date with news and current events. And third part of this usage, to fill up the spare time. So why do you think that? Can't we use these reasons to market our library services? Because here you can clearly see that these information are very valuable to share the information with because they are using these kind of they are indicating these kind of reasons for their social media usage. As an example, we can give one example for that. These users would like to stay up to date with news and current events. So can't we use this reason to market our library in a proper way? So we can send our updated information to the users. So that is the one example for that. So why is social media important for libraries? So there are many more reasons can be pointed out here. The first one is tearing down the artificial walls between users and the staff who work at libraries. It means in the traditional libraries, sometimes we have some artificial barriers with the library users and the staffs. Here, we can freely express our ideas and our thoughts regarding the library services and library functions as well. And next one is share content quickly, efficiently, and in real time. So this is the very important factor for the library, because as Ranganathan mentioned that save of the library reader is a very important point in 5 laws of library and information science. So therefore, share content quickly, efficiently, and real time is very important. And the next one is share different type of contents. We know that in the traditional content, sometimes we are unable to share these audio and video resources. Sometimes it need the users and the people need separate equipment for that. In here, in the social media platform, we can share audio, video, pictures, and users can quickly, efficiently, and real time use this information. And different advantages. It's mean the collection, usage, and discovery, customer services, and teaching and learning and outreach. So these information are very valuable. You know that the sometimes when the library users are using library collections, we don't have some statistics in the library. But here we can see the visually we can metrics what kind of resources that they are using in the libraries and so on. And next one is attractive user-friendly environment. As I mentioned you earlier, there is no any artificial walls. Users can send their feedback directly to the librarians and measure user satisfaction. That is another factor of the social media, importance of libraries. So we have many more social media analytics tools. So as a result of that, we can measure the satisfaction of the users. And next one is save the time of users and ultimate login for resources. Needless to say that we can share many more information with the social media. And next one is library marketing. So this is we know that a library is not a money-oriented organization. We are giving our services to our users without considering of the money and all. Therefore, the library marketing is considered as a very, some problematic issue in the library and information sector. So I believe that the library social media is very important for the library marketing purposes as well. Next, why libraries in social media? Social media for many reasons, you know that, as I mentioned you earlier, but here I will point it out two factors for that. The first one is communicate information about library services and resources. And next one is engage with their communities. So we are using social media to share our information with the readers, as well as we can actively engage with these communities. With these purposes, we are using social media for libraries. But when sharing library services via the social media, there are many more challenges. One of the survey reply regarding this, these matters about the challenges, especially growing social audience. So this is the one, this is some critical problem when we are using the library social media in the libraries. As mentioned by one reply, that reply is already mentioned that we plan to add linking as soon as we can. We have moved away from Goodreads due to low engagement and use Instagram stories instead of Snapchat. Here, you can understand how fast social media is growing. Once Tolstoy said, the two most peaceful worries are patience and time. Same applies to social medias as well. So librarians need to wait few months for harvesting the results. Therefore, we think that the growing social audience as a challenge for libraries. And the next one is not enough time and resources. One survey reply mentioned that we are a small rural library with only 3 full-time employees. So our social media time is limited. So this is the survey reply regarding this challenge as mentioned by the Thakar in 2018. To overcome the challenge, by library staff can use different kind of media tools such as Hootsuite, Buffer, and these kind of social media schedule tools we can use for the libraries. And next one is the measuring social media efforts. So Takar in 2018 mentioned some common metrics that librarians need to monitor are things like increase in followers, traffic to the library website, engagement in comments. But do not worry, these are different. These are different social. There are different social metrics to measure the library, to measure the libraries. So I believe that just only I need to talk about these three challenges for you all, but there are so many challenges against the social media when we are using in the libraries. So these are the few opportunities that we have in the libraries. So cost and easy to use, and communication with users, improve customer services, library marketing. So these are the few more opportunities that we can use social media in the libraries. I'm not going to explain A to Z social media here. Here I will use some few examples to understand about the title. So let's move with that. Let's move with the Facebook. How libraries can use Facebook for library services. So do you have an idea regarding that? I think many of you are using Facebook for their library services, especially when the library is receiving new arrivals to the new books to the libraries. So we can share this information via the Facebook. We know that some users are very eager to know about what are the available inside the libraries and what are the new books that the libraries receive. Therefore, new arrivals we can provide and we can share with the Facebook for the as a library services. And next one is book recommendation. How we can say book recommendation? You know that some books are acquisition by the libraries, so they are high value and that information are very important for the users. Sometimes there are two sides. Users can recommend some books and the librarians can recommend some books. So these recommendations are very important to purchase and maintain high valuable collection at the library. And third one is awareness for users' questions. We know that before social media engagement, the libraries are using just only phone calls, sometimes letter or phone calls to aware about the overdue books, renewal and due dates and etc. But in the Facebook, when the Facebook came into the library arena, we can clearly see that the users can ask many questions via the Facebook library page, and they can inquire about the overdue books, renewal and due dates and so on. And next one is a distribute library holidays, working hours. Sometimes some users need to know about and need to aware about what are the closing time of the library and what are the working hours of the library, what are the holidays that the library is closed within the weeks or like that. So in this situation, users can ask some question about these kind of information, and provide and share cash and SBI services is the next point. We know that the current awareness services and SBI services we are providing in at present in libraries, but we can use Facebook to provide these services to the users, especially as I mentioned you earlier, some information, some new arrivals are, when the new arrivals are coming to the library, they can share this information as a current awareness services. And STI services, you know that it's a selective dissemination of information that we can send the user, it's a user-oriented service. And according to his or her requirement, we can send this information. But without consideration of the special request, we can share some information via the cash services. And next one is the interlibrary loan services. When the libraries working at creating in the libraries, sometimes we use some traditional methods to get a call and ask from the other librarians to send their information to the library. But here we can direct requesting interlibrary loan services from the librarian. And the next one is a 24/7-hour services. You all are aware that Ask a Librarian services, chatting and frequently asked questions are there. Especially, most of the libraries in the world, they are making 24/7 access for the library. Especially, they are making a chatting box to send a message to inquire about some library information from the users. And the final one is share useful links, free books, and open access journal. So this is very important. Sometimes we know that there's some libraries are unable to purchase some journals with a lack of money, but the open access are available there. So these links are very important for users to get the information from via the library Facebook site, and provide reference services. Sometimes the users are anywhere in the world, they can ask some question from the reference librarian. Many of the libraries have reference librarian in online, so they are chatting with users, and that moment users have chance to get the reference services from the libraries. And library online question. So in few days or 3 days ago, I have seen that one of the library is making a online questions with using Google form, and they ask few questions from the users, and finally the users are able to win a certificate where after completing their online quiz. I believe that this is the very important trend, and we can educate or awareness, we can spread our awareness among the society. And next one is can direct to another knowledge repositories and services. We know that the most of the libraries are maintaining repositories, and they are digital libraries. So via the Facebook site, we can direct users for their information, and further share workshop, conference, and seminar information to the users. So this is very important. Some users are willing to participate some conferences, workshops, and seminars. So therefore, the librarian can share this information via the Facebook, and can upload useful videos for users. This is also very important. Sometimes some users need to know about what is research, and what is how reference our library, and these kind of videos can uploaded for the library Facebook, and can share library photos and attract users. Especially your library photos can share with the users. Some users, especially the people who would like to see these kind of photos from the photos in the library, and obtain feedback and suggestions from the users. So this is also very important, because live feedback we can obtain from them. And this is the example of Bodleian libraries in Oxford. You can clearly see here over 41,000 people like this Facebook page, and over 43,000 people follow this, and over 44 people check in here. So you also can use this kind of Facebook page for your library. Especially you can market your library with the users and with the wider community. Next, we will give our attention to the Twitter. Twitter is a small message that we can send to your users' devices, and it keep staff and patron update on daily activities. So it may be such as new arrival, frequently update collections, current content services, or news of library. We know that especially the British Library is sending many tweeters for their users all around the world, and those are very important to users to aware about what are the festivals and what are the some occasions that are happening in the British Library as well. Even they can join with this information. And blog is also very important and simple and efficient way for librarians to say, inform, and librarians to disseminate information in a timely manner, especially where this service, librarians can identify, organize, and make information accessible in libraries. Apart from that, the opportunity to be more responsive, to highlight news, post student faculty book reviews, and invite comment. You know that in the university libraries, it's very important. Students as well as faculty, they need reviews. Faculty book reviews and invite comments are very important. And another one is announce events and lists, leave acquisition, etc. These kind of things we can use we can give the service via the blog. And YouTube also very important, and we can effectively provide the users with audio and videos. As an example, library can make video about the OPAC, how to use library OPAC, and it may be the virtual library tour, and the create about how to reference the library. These kind of videos can prepare by the librarian, uploaded into YouTube. So this information is very important for the users' awareness. And electronic learning and tutorials. The libraries can make electronic learning and tutorials and upload it into the YouTube. And creative library works. You know that some libraries are, especially in the public library, the storytelling hours are very popular. These kind of storytelling programs can upload it into the library YouTube channel, and you can make your own YouTube channel for your library. So especially the people who are interested with these kind of things, they will definitely engage with your social media. And next one is LinkedIn. So this is professional oriented, and professional is a great way to get library patrons connected with the people that can help them find information. So this is professional oriented, as I mentioned you. So therefore, to find research and to find the unpublished research as well as to unpublished research, and to build a network and aware about the world trends and career opportunities are available in the LinkedIn site. So a librarian can provide this information to their users and stay connected with the LinkedIn and this kind of social media. And the next one is a Flickr. Flickr also distribution tool is a great way to share new image collection. So library can share different event photograph. Especially we know that the libraries are conducting different workshops, conferences, and so many programs. So you all can share this information with your library users. And it is helpful for the conserve the images. We know that the information that images are storing in the future usage as well. Some libraries have chance to selling their images for the community. You know that some paintings are rare paintings, they are stored in their library, and if any users need to use this one, they have to pay for this kind of image. And the slide share. So this is a great way to disseminate information about the research community in the field of research and development. We can upload, or any users, you know that the librarian can ask their users to upload their slide into the slide share. So this is very important for the development of research culture, and users also can download it many more information for their research and their academic activities from the SlideShare. So Google Plus also a social media tool like Facebook, which allow the users to add, invite, post, edit, upload video games. So here the news and event, group sharing activities, video conferencing are available. Not only that, as an example, group sharing activities can be considered with the library staff. Librarian and the library staff can edit in one document in one place. So that is very beneficial because the real-time tasks can be conducted by the Google Plus and spare data and devices. This also very important. We know that we are using cloud, therefore we can secure our data in the cloud. And these are some benefit of social media for libraries. We can mobilize library services, and popularity can be measured. As we mentioned earlier, there are many more social analytical tools. Therefore, we can measure their agree or we can measure their likes or dislike and make user aware. That also very important. We can, as I mentioned you earlier, we can aware users in the worldwide with what are the facilities in the libraries have already exist and what are they are going to do in the future and like that. And facilitate access, highlight part of the collections. So this is very important. If we have some, you know that we have some rare collection in our library. So this rare collection can be marketed via the social media. Sometimes that collection is that is the main source that your collection may popularize in the community. Therefore, the highlights part of the collection is very important and prove the libraries are not afraid to use cutting edge technology. And finally, increased ranking, building trust and loyalty. This is also very important when we are using the social media. In another angle, this is very important to collection usage and discovery, customer services, teaching and learning, and for the outreach activities as well. So finally, I hope you all agree that we could provide colorful user-centered active service for the library users, since social media is truly powerful tool for cultivating. Thank you. Thank you for the organizing committee and the participant who joined with this webinar. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Snadika. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Now, welcome to Dr. Banali Rai Chaudhary, Assistant Professor, Netaji Subhas Open University, Kolkata, India. Please, ma'am, start.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I think I am audible to all of you. Thanks a lot for giving me such opportunity to present my thoughts and thinking in this international platform. And I would like to also convey my heartfelt greetings to the August participants present in this webinar, and also like to convey my heartfelt thanks to the organizer. So it is really a good opportunity to talk at the last of the session, because it is quite easier to illustrate views and things to you all after having a good presentation of previous elaborator or the eloquent speaker. So thanks Prahlad sir, and thanks Nadika Ratnabahu madam for your wonderful speech. You made my work a little bit easier. So I'm just trying to concentrate on the library services and what are the common interests to exchange information, to link members or users to the resources. And now we are not that much that kind of citizen now. We are really living in a net enabled world, so we are in a little bit, we can call us or ourselves as netizen. So my presentation will be focused on the libraries and information centers have common interests to exchange information, to link members or users to the resources first, and Cit- it will definitely link citizens and tend to be and they're actually our netizens are actively and tend to be very active on the social media, and librarians have embraced popular platform as a way of communicating with users to provide customer service as well as networking with other libraries. So this is the main theme of this presentation, and I will take very little time to present my paper because each and every nook and corners of social media and library and information service has been already covered. So I will focusing my presentation on how to implement such kind of information and such kind of services in our library webpage. So this is the main motto. And before that, please allow me to share my screen first. So yes, I think I'm on my screen is visible to you all. So is it visible? Is my screen is visible? I mean, please, will you please report me whether my screen is visible or not? I think it is visible. Okay. First, I'm just focusing on the integrating social media to promote library services. This is the main thing, and this is the main motto of this presentation. We all have that information that we all have lots of social media, we all have lots of services, we all have lots of tools as social media. So now the thing is how we can promote, and we are able to promote our services from the library and information science point of view to the user, and how could we reach to the maximum number of user or maximum number of the patrons through this by using this social media. This is the main thing. And in this way, how could we integrate social media to the library service, which are actually catering by the from our end. And the we as more foremost thing is we are not we are not from computer science background, and we are not from good developer, good coder, something like that. So as an end user or as a little bit, I think it's a as a super user, how we could implement such kind of things in our library page. This is the main thing. So at first, let me first explain what is actually what I am trying to do. So such kind of services are scattering here and there in the World Wide Web. Such kind of learning with skills, technologies, development. So these are the words, these are the connotation which are actually related with the services which actually comes from the web tools and technologies. So we are trying to impose, or we are trying to use such kind of web tools, such kind of web technologies to strengthen our library service. Why? Why we will do that? Because in this world where information explosion is there, information overloading is there, then we all are, we as a student, we as a learner, we as a user, and we as a patrons, we all are self-learner, we all are the self-searcher, we all have we all need fast communications We are the generator, we are the publisher, we are the self-motivated persona. So we are the self-made person. So that's why we need such kind of services, such kind of things in our library page, in our library services. And now one thing is there, one question is there, we would able to access such kind of web technologies, web tools, by using internet or by using world wide web as a general. This is the fact actually. Actually the source is internet world statistics. So, and you can see the source here, that of this screenshot from that source, that Asia is the most potential geographic region, then Europe, then Africa. So, and the Middle East, North America. So we are not lagging behind. We are already prepared to grab the situation, to grab the impetus of web tools and technologies. So we are ready now. According to the main thing, so what we need a model, that is C3 model. First, we need customization, then collaboration, and then creation. So customization is first, because why I am talking about the customization first, because resources are everywhere. Resources, there are plenty of resources. So we have to select, we have to identify first which is the required information, which is the most relevant information for our users or for our patrons. This is, we may recognize this, or we may refer this study as user study or user need analysis, like that. Then we have to customize such kind of resources in such a way, then collaborate all, and then create a new thing and create a new service from that particular model. So C3 model we need instead of factory model or present practice. So what library, or how, what library, actually library personnel should have that knowledge, that they must have that communication power, as Professor Prahlad told in his slide, that communication is the much more powerful or a tool to communicate with your student, to communicate with your learner, to communicate with your user. So communication must be there, freedom of expression is there. And why library would like to grab this situation, grab this tools and technologies? Because of marketing or advertising his resources as well as his services. It's resources and services, they have to market, they have to advertise first. Until and unless usually is unable to, users are unable to know what actually library poses, and they will not come to the library premises, and they will not use it. Even they can't, if they don't have that kind of information in there, they're unable to access it from their own home too. So that's because of why we need, sorry, marketing and advertisement. Then under, like this kind of social media, it is actually enabling users and librarians for betterment of their understanding. So if they are communicating with each other, if they are expressing their thoughts and thinking, there must be a better understanding rather than the previous one. And last one, but the most important thing, libraries are actually, then in on that point of time, they're able to respond positive or negative feedback. So one kind of SWOT analysis will be happen on that platform. So what we need actually C3 model for customization, collaboration, and creation of the resources. Then we have to communicate with the users for the marketing and advertisement purpose, what actually library has, or what library have in their premises or in the web page or as in their repositories. Then they have to have the better understanding with the user to collaborate, to communicate, and then they have to respond to the positive or negative feedback for the SWOT analysis, so that they can improvise their services. So such kind of things may happen with the help of this C3 model. So here I'm actually talking about a Michael Habib model. Michael Habib model, actually he was working on the Web 2.0 and the library services, like that. So there he's trying to integrate between this Web 2.0 technology and services. I'm not talking about the Web 2.0 technology or Web 1.0 technology or 5.0 technology, because that has already been covered by Prahlad sir, and I don't want to repeat all these things again. So what we have, Michael Habibs actually set such kind of 10 questions, that what concept of Web 2.0, such kind of services. Suppose here you can put it here that Facebook. Before choosing any service, just ask this 10 question with that particular service. Instead of Facebook, you can use here Flickr. Instead of Flickr, you can use here RSS feed. You can use YouTube. You can use any kind of services, any instant messaging services like that. So what services? First question is what concept of Web 2.0, then what services does it provide, then this service utilize concept X or provide features, how might using that, and the improvise and supplement service, and other the population, the service target, and third party service. So relating all such kind of questions, these 10 questions are very much important. I found actually from my research work that this 10 question, if you want to choose any kind of services, on social media platform, you can examine that particular service with these 6 questions. And the finest thing is there that these effects are there, that Web 2.0 concept is there and the library services are there, and there must be effect, or the questions is actually they are actually supporting each other. In case of cataloging service, in case of reference service, collection development service, I found this research from the Habib's research itself. So it's a wonderful research. You may gone through that research of Michael Habib in case of Web 2.0 and library services. So if you want to choose any kind of service of from social media platform, please, it is my request that just gone through this 10 questions, and after that you can filter what kind of services actually the needs for our library services, which kind of social media we actually want for our library services. So Michael have given this figure for the academic library concept, but we can use it for any library. Suppose here you can use that collaborative learning, annotating, teaching, note taking, listening. So study room, blog, wiki, speaker. So such kind of things. These are the services and these are the tools. So we have such kind of things and such kind of examples in our hand, so that we can implement different type of social media in our library services. So available tools are this. I'm not going through about the a particular library RSS service, particular blog, particular instant messaging system, particular social media platform like that. Each and everywhere there are two types of services and two types of software available, two type of applications available. One is an closed source model, and one is from open source model. I'm very much fond of open access initiatives and open access platform. That's why I'm always trying to use software which are available in open access platform. So there are different types of software and applications are available in the source fortinet, so that we can opt such kind of services in our laptop, in our computer, for to work upon. And I'm in favor of to choose such kind of services personally. So such kind of tools are available in our present situation, to collaborate, to communicate, and to interact. To collaborate, to communicate, and to interact with the people. So this is the thing. So there are different type of services are available, like Facebook, YouTube, Flickr. Our previous speaker, Prahlad sir and Nadika, they already told that what are the impetus of each and every services, and what are the implication in our library service. I'm not going to cover up all this situation. So suppose this is my university's Facebook page. This is my YouTube channel, university's YouTube channel, where we can upload our video lectures, and users can already have their own view in their from their own space, time, place, etc. So the main question is how to implement this service in your library, our library webpage, because we are not from we are actually from library information science background. We are from general background. We all are not from computer science background. So how to implement such kind of services in our webpage? This is the main thing, because Facebook has its own webpage. Flickr has its own web page, YouTube has its own channel. So, each and every services are sporadic by their nature, and they are available and accessible in a sporadic manner also. So, how could we aggregate all these services, and we can present, or we can facilitate our users with this service in one place? This is the challenge actually. What I found. So in that case, we must have a web portal. It means a website, so that we can satisfy specific user audience that aggregates an array of content and provides with an array of services. So why I am actually just see the bold letter words, satisfying actually specific audience that aggregates an area of content and provides with an area of services. So it's actually, not talking about Facebook. I'm not talking about only YouTube. I'm not talking about only Flickr, only Insta, like that. I'm talking about in a aggregated way, so that we can place a palatable dish to our user, and they can usually choose it and they can use it. So, an application like that. So they're not going to use any distributed application. They will be able to use our service in a aggregated manner. So in such a way, we need first a web portal, a website for our library, and then we can give that service in two way. One is one by one, as my previous speakers told, that through WhatsApp we can give them alerting service. Through RSS feed reader, we can give them current awareness service, tabular of content service, and even through email, through mail, we can give them the selective dissemination service, like that. So these are the services actually covered up by the libraries. So in that case, we have two options in our hand. One, we can cater our services one by one with the social media platform, and we can use aggregator. So it's better to use a aggregator. There are different kind of aggregators available in the open source platform. One is add this, and another one is add to any. It's very important because it's number of services. As you can see in this slide, that there are 220 number of services are actually aggregated in add these services. This is an aggregator. API form, API code is available, and they can extend reporting. And add to any, there are 120 number of services available, and their API is also available. So two types of aggregator I am talking about. One is add this and add to any. Both are same, but number of services are different. In case of add this, we have 220 numbers of services. In add to any, we have 120 number of services. So I'm choosing add this because the number of services are quite plenty here. So now just see, add this have its own web page. If you want to search or browse from your Google browser or for any browser, you can opt that add this page. What they actually advertising through their website, they are actually giving you one instruction, that take your website from good to great using our best in class marketing tools. See how we compare to other social sharing and e-commerce solution. So such kind of 5 solutions are there: add this, share this, add to any, sumo, and share a holi. So such 5 kinds of aggregator, top rated aggregator, actually exist in the market. In between, Such kind of parameters like share tools, follow tools, related post tools, link promotion tools, list building tools, workplace plugin, analytics, Google AMP support, tool configuration, customization, 24 service, 24 into 7 service. So these are the parameter whether it is available or not. So each and everything is available in AddThis. So just because of why I am also choosing AddThis as aggregator to implement social media or social platform in my library webpage without having any knowledge of codification, without having any knowledge of developer. So what we can do, this is the actually web page of at this site, that is at this.com, and which facilitates tools like share button, follow button, the related post, and they have plugins like social plugins, word plugin, wordpress plugin, CMS plugin, email integration, like that. So what we need first, we must have to have an account to use share button, to use follow button, to use list building, to use link promotion. So these are the services which are actually facilitated by AddThis. So to use this, we must have to have an account in AddThis.com site, and it is just believe me, it is free of cost. You can use this service without paying, giving or paying any money to them. So you must have a account over there, just like Google. And here, this is my account. I can collaborate. I can prepare tool for my library web page. So how could I prepare my library web page? How could we use a tool? How could we prepare a tool for my library web page? Just see the steps. After login, I have to just click on this tool. Just click on this tool. This tool will enable you this page, this website tool, targeting rules and email list. I need a website tool. There are two options: inline and floating. Inline, the alignment will be like that, horizontal and vertical or alignment. So I need inline. So I have to set this first. So first I have to click on settings. Whenever I am clicking on this settings button, it will automatically forward me to this page where I can select which kind of tools: share button or follow button or related post or list building, link promotion or archive, which kind of source or which kind of tools I want to use, which kind of tools I just want to use by using this aggregator. So this is the main thing. And first thing is, one thing is there, that shares, I just want to share my page, I just want to share my views, I want to share my knowledge with the user, with the patron. I don't want now, for this time I'm not trying to follow, and I'm not trying to collaborate or related post. So just click on the share button. After having this share, clicking on this share button, this page will come where you have to select tool type, whether floating or in line or expanding or image search, pop up like that. Just I ask them to go for floating. So after giving a continue, after clicking on continue button, this kind of this one window will come, that first sharing service you have to choose for sharing service. Here you can select selected by you, not smart sorting by this at this. Smart sorting by at this will enable you with few recommended service, but selected by you option gives you number of services you want to choose, number of services you want to choose, and number of services you want to actually display on your own library page. So then another option, this design option gives you the give you choose the size and the color of the box. Then share counter. Share counter will enable you how the share counter type, whether it is individual or with minimum count. Then position, left or right or bottom, like that. Then behavior, whether it will hide on home page or it will embedded with the home page, like that. So such kind of 5 options they will facilitate you to choose for your website. Just activate that tool. And whenever I'm talking about the sharing service, this is the most important service. Here you are selected by choosing selected by you option. You will able to choose services you want to select. Just see here. I am selecting Facebook, Delicious for bookmarking, Kindle It, MySpace, Google Plus on Pinterest, and much more. Even Tumblr, ResearchGate, Scoopit, Skype, SMS, Reddit, My Page, Free Dictionary, WordPress. So there are n number of services are there. You have to choose, and if you want to deduct it, just cross on this. Just click on this cross button. If you want to add more things, you can upgrade your tools also. So just click on this upgrade tools, and you will have a site, you will have a page where they will direct that you can get the code. You have chosen your options for to cater services and to implement your services to your library page. Then they are asking you, you have chosen such kind of things, and please, you are asking to get the code, and that is the api code to implement in your website. So after, just click on this get the code, and they will give you this page, this interface, where you can add, you can opt code for your HTML website, can opt code for AMP, can opt code for WordPress, for Magneto, for Tumblr, for Spotify, and Cloudflare also. So in this case, space, suppose I'm using my HTML based library web page, and I'm not using any kind of content management software like this. So I'm just giving a click on this option and HTML website, and they will definitely, and they will immediately ask you that install such kind of code. And not even that, they will get this they will display such kind of code for you, and they will instruct you, just please paste this, just paste the above code right above the closing body of HTML. They have already instructed you how to embed that HTML things to your page. So that doesn't need any kind of developer like attitude for your library page. You can do this with your minimum knowledge of computer. So you can do this by your own, and it is totally free. You need not have to pay anything to the aggregator or to the company itself, because it is very much actually easily available, and it is totally free of available, free of cost, without any legal barrier, without any social things, anything. So you can add all these things in your web page, and just after adding this web page, you can this just see, this is my web page, and it will appear like this. I choose floating option. I choose 5 services, and with the hitting on this plus sign, it will automatically forward you to the number of services you have chosen from that group. Even some new group been updated in social platform, then you could also update your tools there also. So suppose this is the it's a actually interface of a discovery tool, which has been actually prepared in my for my PhD presentation and PhD work. It is a page, it is a CMS actually, and here I'm just giving a term, that is immunization and care for street children. It will automatically retrieve it, and just see, I can share it in my mailbox, with my Twitter account, with my Facebook page, with the Skype, and with all services, I have chosen to aggregate all these services in one page. So this is the practical impetus what actually you can include in your library web page. Even another main thing, you must have the knowledge that which type of visitors, number of visitors, number of share, number of follows, number of related posts, conversions, etc. kind of analytics like this. You must have that knowledge. Who are the user, number of total visitors, number of shares, so that you can. I told about the feedback, positive feedback, negative feedback. So you can have that feedback from this page also. If you want to have that analytics, just go to the addthis.com page and click on the analytics button. It will automatically give you the analytics, analytical interpretation of your entire web page. How many visitors have visited your web page, how many shares they have did, how many followers are there, how many related posts are there, each and everything. So what else we need actually to cater library services in our present situation? So this kind of services we must have in our library pages. So thank you for this, for your kind attention, and thanks to all for this session. Now over to our organizer. I'm ending my presentation here.
So thank you very much, ma'am. Yeah. One question. What is the name of the software?
It's add this.
Hello.
It's not software. It's an aggregator. It is not software. It is aggregator. Name is add this. Add this.
Yeah.
ADDTHIS. Add this.
Another question: how to use it is social media in school library? Pallab sir. Hello.
Yes, yes, I am audible.
Yes, sir. How to
What
use
is the question, sir?
social media in school?
In the
How
school,
to use social media in school library?
I'm not getting your question, sir. Can you be a little bit loud?
Yeah. How to use social media in school library?
Okay, right, right, right. Thank you so much for the good question. Definitely, see, social media is not only restricted to the academic. Social media is not restricted to the academic or corporate or any specific corporate organization. Definitely, even schools library can use the social media very well, depending on the scope and the requirement. Basically, most of the doctors what say we should avoid social media for the kids, but we can take on the parent side on the social media for the school library. We will update them to the social media, because directly children's till age of 10 to 12, I don't ask them to join on the social media, so frankly speaking. But if their parents are very much available on this social media platform, then we should coordinate with them and we should connect with them. So in that way we can use social media in the school library.
Organizers are there. Organizers are there.
Yes, ma'am. So thank you very much, ma'am. Actually, we have no question here. So thank you so much. Then session is done.